Hello, welcome to the Online Member Directory 2.0 tutorial. I'm just going to give you guys a quick demo of the new system. I'll go through the settings, I'll go through the different sections over here in the menu and give you guys a little bit better idea of what's going on with the new system. So, first thing, if you're logged in, you'll see all your members will be listed here. Right now, I only have one because it's just a little demo. I am an admin, and I know that because I have this admin badge here. So I am logged in as an admin. This is just a badge. It doesn't do anything. Um, it just alerts you that you are logged in as an admin. The functionality of this admin is a little different from the previous admin, where we don't really have a tab or a place you go to do your admin functionality. It's built within the directory. So things like add a member, you're going to see buttons or family or edit, edit members, things like that, things that only an admin will be able to do or allowed to do. You'll see that you have the ability to do that where a regular user just simply will not have that have access to that. So first thing I'll do is I'm going to go to settings. So this is where settings for your entire directory, everything's here. You have different permissions for different, different things, all that sort of. Let's see. So, like I said, this is not where you go to really do any admin, like sending out announcements, anything like that. These are just the settings. Announcements are actually over here now, but we'll get to that. Account. I'm just going to go down each one. So account, you have your user profile. This is where you can change any information about yourself that you need to. And then directory, you have all these different settings. Manage directories. If you are a member of more than one directory, you can go to manage directories and you will see all of your directories listed here under switch directory. That's where you can switch back and forth. You can also join existing directories, invite code, phone number, start a new directory, upgrade directory. You only see that if you're in a trial, which I am in a trial right now that I just started for this demo. So, okay, directory admins. This will show you the list of directories, the list of admins for your directory. So, you can come here, see if you need to add, remove any people from your admin list. You can do that. Promote admins. I don't have any other members in here right now, so that's why it's telling me that. So I could remove myself as an admin, or if you have a big long list, you need to say somebody moves, you just can add remove here. Announcements, these are just announcement settings. Specifies the level of announcements allowed between members of the same group. Members cannot send announcements. Members can send announcements to the group they're part of. Members can send announcements to all groups. So these are the three different options you have. Default is going to say if you're a member of the board of directors, you can send that group a message as long as you're a member of it. If you ever want to change that, this is where you would come to do that. Bulk member export. This is where you would export all of your members' information, all of, everything in your directory, you could export it here to a spreadsheet. It'll give you names, contact information, email, no pictures. Bulk import. This is if you say you're setting up a new directory, you want to import one file with 300 members at a time instead of entering 300 one at a time. Nobody wants to do that. So anyway, you can go here, download our template, kind of look over it, and then format your spreadsheet to match. Then you can go upload here, kind of it'll go through these 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and then you'll be imported. I'm going to do a more detailed tutorial on that separately from this. Free trial management. You only see this if you are in a free trial. It just lets you know uh, your free trial. Free trial is currently, will expire November 8th. This is a 30-day free trial. So, and if if you're good to go, you like the directory system, you can go ahead and click upgrade now, and it would end the trial, and you would go ahead and pay pay the um, pay the invoice for to get started. Invoice history. This is where you go. I'm not going to have anything here, but if you have any recent payments, it'll show everything here. Say you've been a member for 5 years, you'll have, you can see all 5 of your payments here. You can see when your next billing date is. The way this works for a free trial is you will receive an invoice on the 30th after your trial is up. If you want to continue, you just pay it. If you don't pay it. All right, next. Join requests. Say you have a new member of your church or organization. They would like to be a member. They sign up. They can join with a phone number. They can join with a invite code, which I'll show you that in just a second too. And then you will get notified that you have new requests to join your directory, and you can approve or deny. It will show a list of the person, their information, all the ones you have will show up here, and you just approve or deny. You will also receive, if you have join requests, you will also receive a notification that looks similar to this right here. And when you click on that, it will just tell you you have new join requests. All right, membership. This is where you set your invite code. If you're an existing customer, your invite code is your account number. If you're starting a trial, it looks like you can just go here. And also, if you're an existing customer, you can edit. You can change your invite code to whatever you would like. Just click edit. Whatever you would like to add, save, and then it adds it there. And you have that new contact that wants to join. You just give them this code, and they enter it when they join, and then they can request to join. And that was membership options. These are kind of more detailed settings for your directory. This first one, directory availability. This is where you could actually come and disable your directory if you would like to. So disabling the directory will immediately limit or prevent access for most members. Member profile editing. So this is just permissions for a regular member. Specifies what kind of approvals are required for members to make changes. Unrestricted members can make changes without approval, so they could edit their own profile, update their phone number. You don't have to be involved in it. Requires approval. They make a new edit on their account. It will send you a notification that so and so updated phone number or their address. Approve, deny. Admin only. A regular user cannot make any edits on anything. You would be required to make those changes. So default is unrestricted, and you can come here to change that. Directory view options. This controls which members are visible to non-admin users. So what this setting does is, say you are a big organization and you have more than one location. You could actually have like the main name of the directory, like the top level is, organization name, and then you could have each location be a group, and each location group would only see members at that location, and that would be by group. So it's kind of a way to have multiple directories in one directory. New member default access. This sets the default access for members added to a group or family. All right. So you add a new person to a family, add a new person to a group. They can either just be a member or they can be an editor, which allows them to make changes within the family listing or within the group listing. Default homepage is which page opens as soon as you visit. You can change that to, you want your directory to open up at families instead of members. You can change that here. Manage directory features is, this is where you can actually change the names of the sections over here. Or you can hide different, say if you wanted to hide, if you were an organization that was not necessarily didn't have families, it was more individuals only, you could hide families and not include that in your directory. So you would just click edit, toggle that up to active, so make it inactive, and then check mark. You can, and then that would just change. I don't know why I got that error, but anyway, that would then hide it. And I believe I need a higher level of, yeah, I need a higher level of admin right there. So that's why it gave me that error. But okay, so that's manage directory features. So we'll go back to directory. We were at, what were we on? We were on options. Okay. Phone mapping is a way that you could, if you have a user that logs in with the phone number that's different from the one on their account, you can map them to one another so that you have one account and it reflects correctly. That's another one I will do a more detailed tutorial on. Stats is customer ID and visible members. So that is everything for directory. Organization, essential info. You could come here to change the name of your organization. If you went through a name change, your church, your school, anything changes, you come here, you make that change, and it would reflect in the title of your directory. You can also, change your phone number, your contact, your billing contact. So if you have a billing contact, whatever you have this billing set to is where the invoices will be sent. So if you have that change, you would just come here to make that change. Say it changed to someone in the office, you could just make that change here, and then just save your, settings there. Preferences, we have light and dark mode. You can leave it on dark mode if you'd like. And then we have languages, which is now we can offer Spanish, French, Chinese. So if if you're a Spanish speaking community, we can cater to those needs now. All right, preferences. I'm going to go back to light mode. And that is everything for the settings. Throughout the directory, you will see this user documentation. And what that is like, it's like help articles. And there's a lot of information here. If you get stuck, your first step would be to check here and find what it is you're working on, and it will give you a different it'll give you just more in-depth information on everything that you're trying to work on. You'll see that there. You'll find it here. We're in phone mapping, so you see it immediately went to phone mapping. If we go to members, you'll find it here. It's always right there in that corner if you ever get stuck. And it should automatically kind of roll up to the section you're on. This, like I said, tons of information there. Please take a look at that, read over everything. I think that would be tremendous help for you guys. Now I'm going to go over the different sections. We have members, families, groups, staff members. First things first, members, you're going to have the account that you're logged in under, which right now I'm logged in under this one. And I'm the admin. So most users can edit their own information. As an admin, you can edit everyone's information. So first thing you do, just click on their account just to expand it. You'll have further information. It'll show their address, all that. So it's filled out. And this action menu right here will give you a couple different options. Edit member, disable. So we'll start with edit member. So from here, you could go and say they got a new email, they got a new phone number. You could update all that here, or if it's your account, you could update your own account. And it's just a form, and it just shows, basic information. There's a few preference settings in here that you can customize. And then you would just save your changes. Also, when you go to add a member, you're going to see basically the same thing. So right now we clicked add member up in the corner. We got add new member here, and so we'll just create a member here. We'll call them new member. This is something that is very important right here, is directory admin. So if you're creating a new member and you want to make that person an admin, you can do that right here by using this toggle right here, but you have to provide an email, and then you'll be allowed to make that person an admin. Oh. So that is a pretty cool function right there, where you could make everyone an admin. We have directory visibility. This will make a person not visible in the directory, but as an admin, you will always be able to see them. Further on down the line, address, city, communication preferences. Membership is If you would like to add this person to a family or a group or add them as a staff member, you would do that here. These question marks that I've been pointing at are important little tooltips. If you get stuck, say, what's a staff member. This will make it so that you can it will just give you a little tip there. Sorry, give you a tip on what you're doing. Each one membership, just a little tool tip help you along. Additional fields, you can add additional fields. You just click add field, and then you can do that the class of 2026. So then you would just create member. You'd save that, and then there you go. You got your new member right there. So that is done the same way as edit member, add new member, as in it displays basically the same way. And you can do that, add admin there too. Disable is basically like deleting a person. So if you come here and say a person moves, you just hit that disable. What it's going to do is going to remove them. And if you would ever need to go back and either see the person that you disabled or add them back, right here you have this toggle active and inactive members. So this we just made, we just disabled. So what we'll just go enable, and it's going to pop them back over to the regular view of the directory. Pictures, you go to edit member, and it's this section right here at the top. And you can do this while you're adding the member too, if you'd like to. You just click alter image. We'll go, right now we don't have a picture, so we're going to go replace. We're going to get a couple options. We'll upload. I got a couple images here I can add. Then you can crop. Oops. I hit escape on that one, sorry. It is important to note that sometimes this little crop and save button hides from you. You do have to scroll down a little bit so you can save it. So just make note of that whenever you add a picture, that you do have to scroll down just a little bit. We'll probably be moving that button. This is, as you know, this is early on. So there you have it. There we added a picture to new member. If you ever need to make a change to a picture, you can edit member, alter image. You can do replace cropped image. You can do replace image. You can upload a new picture altogether. Scroll down, crop and save. And also you can, that's where you have a new, you can also remove, you can recrop if you want to crop it differently. So, okay, so families. Oh, wait, I'll show you one more thing. Group by letter is how these are grouped right now. So we got M for the last name. It groups by last name. So you can turn that off and it will display just rows of people. If you want to have, if you have a lot of people, you can do it by letter, and then you can also jump forward. If you're in the A's and you need to get to the Z's, you can go letter, jump forward. It's not going to do anything because I only have the two. Families, families and groups. Both of these are they're basically the same thing. They just have a different title. So what we'll do is I'll go over families first, and then I'll kind of show you groups real quick. Families, what you can do here, same sort of functionality, group by letter, active, inactive. Well, we don't have any right now, so we'll go add family, enter family name. We'll go members. You can enter some further information if you would like. You could say new members, enter family description. It's got the tips there, phone number. This would be like a general contact for this family, their address, their main phone number, and zip code, create family. So now you're going to get this window, which is asking you what members will go in this family. And you'll have your entire list. You can search, or you can just go through and whatever you check, add members. So that will add to those two members to this. And when you click on it, you'll see family members here. Again, documentation is found here. Groups work exactly like a family, like I said. So you can do add group, enter your group name, enter the rest of your information, create group. You're going to have this page. Who do you want to add to this group? You can search all the same thing. So now we have the board of directors, whatever group you have. In families and groups, when you expand it, you're going to have the same action menu where you can do a few different things. Like, if you need to edit, you need to add, remove members, send an announcement. Families, same thing, send an announcement, edit, disable. Staff members. So we don't have any right now. So what this is if one of your members is actually staff, you just want to give them a title, add staff member, then it's gonna give you an option to pick one. We'll go with this one, and then we could enter the new title, boss. And now you have Jason Snyder as the boss. If the boss doesn't work out, you can always remove that person by either, fully removing them from staff. This doesn't delete their profile. This just removes them from staff. Or you can, kind of change their title here if their title changes. You can do that there, clicking that little pencil right there. Also, if you have more than one staff member, I'll go ahead and add this one. And this guy, we're going to say this guy he's the new boss. And we don't want the new boss to be second. We want him to be first, so we can change the order by using this. Two different ways you can do it. You can use the arrows, or you can use it as a number. Oops. It won't let me use the two because I don't. Yeah. So you can move it around like that. So we'll just We'll have the boss up at the top here. Boss man. All right. Next, announcements. So this is where you go to create your announcements. You have email, you have in-app announcements. Up in the right-hand corner where we have all of the ad, you're going to create announcement. We can do email, we can do in-app notification, we can do both. We can send to all directory members, we can send to specific groups, specific families. Type in your title. Class is canceled. Snow day. Sure. And then you can do, oh, I have to select who I want to send to. We'll go to all directory and then preview. Read over it. Everything looks good. Yep. Send. This is a successfully sent notification. All right. Good deal. So we're going to have received. So that was from myself and sent. And this was, we have two because we did an email and an in-app notification. About me, my families, my groups, basic information. You can edit your own profile here. You can edit your families, edit your groups. It's just a shortcut to your profiles. And that is everything. So hopefully this helps and you know, everybody can kind of go over this and get a better understanding of how everything works. And that is really, you got your settings, you got your different sections over here and your, you know, your action menu, your announcements. That's pretty much it. So hopefully it's nice and helpful for you. And thanks for attending and we'll see you soon.